Good evening, everyone. Bit louder. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Nice. My name is Rahul Azam, and I'll be the sergeant at arm for today's meeting. I welcome you all to the meeting number 21. Now, before we get started, let's play a very quick game. It's a kind of shout out. So, how's the energy today? Hi. Yes. So, left side say great, and right side just say hi. Hi. Okay. So, how's the energy today?
Great.
How is the energy today?
Hi.
Great.
Great.
Hi.
Hi.
Great.
Great.
Hi.
Hi.
Great.
Great.
You're not shouting. Great. Hi.
Hi.
Okay. Fine. So let me tell you all about Bright Heart Toastmaster International. So Toastmaster International is a non-profit educational organization which teaches public speaking skills and leadership skills through a network of clubs which generally meets in online mode and offline mode. It is founded in 1924. The headquarters is in Englewood, Colorado. It has around 217,000 members across 14,200 clubs across 148 countries. We Bright Hearts provides a valuable and cooperative environment where members are empowered to learn public speaking skills and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now, before we get started, I would like to mention some of the ground rule which we follow. Rule number one, please put your mobile phone in switch off mode or silent mode. I'll give 10 seconds to do the same. Okay. Please raise your hand once done. Thank you. Rule number two, please be mindful while talking about sex, religion, and politics as it might hurt someone's sentiment. Rule number three, while speaker is speaking on the stage, please don't do cross talking. Rule number four, while you are coming on the stage or leaving the stage, please make sure you are doing the handshake or fist bump. Rule number five, when you are coming on stage, make sure you are collecting the mic from here, and while leaving the stage, you are giving the mic back there. And the audience who are attending online, I encourage all of you to be on camera and stay on mute until and unless you are called by the general evaluator for your specific role. Now it's time to introduce presiding officer of the day. He is a software professional at JP Morgan. He is a part of Toastmaster International since April 2018. Is it correct? Okay. So now it's time to introduce presiding officer of the day. She is software professional in London Stock Exchange. Product manager. She is the queen of Bright Heart. She has won multiple awards in public speaking skills. Ladies and ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome Arundhati Basu.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Raffle. What I gathered is I need to become a software professional. That's, that's the next course I'm going to pursue to give some competition to all the software professionals. Thank you, Raffle. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and fellow Toastmasters.
Good evening.
Wow, that's not very nice. Good evening. Let's once more. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, that sounds better. Well, in the absence of any guests today, I did figure that we have two members who've come after a very long time. So let's do a quick status check on them. Seems like it's their first meeting of the year. So Pragati, how are you feeling to be back? Second meeting.
Yeah, I'm really happy.
Are you excited?
I am excited.
Let's go. Thank you, Pragati. And then we have Gautam. Welcome back to India and to Bright Hearts. How are you feeling, Gautam?
Yeah, I'm feeling so excited to be back here, and I will continue to come here.
Thank you, Gautam. You see, Gautam, we are in an ever-changing venue hunt. So I'm not sure you can continue to come here, literally, but definitely keep coming to the Bright Hearts meeting. For the benefit of everybody, just reiterating, we all know that Bright Hearts is now how many months old, Usha?
Officially or unofficially?
This is what happens when you have intelligent students in the class. 5 months, that's right. So we started, let's give Usha a round of applause. Usha actually counted. She did September, October. So we started in September 2024 and here we are 5 months growing with more than 30 members now, which is, let's go. That's a subtle reminder. Everybody please renew in March so that our numbers stay the same. But Bright Hearts has become one of those clubs where last day when we were at the leadership symposium, we went out there and everybody came and said, when I ask other people, they tell their club names very softly, but if we are asked, we say so proudly that we are part of Bright Hearts Toastmasters. So that's what we have established. Let's continue doing that. Today's theme is being creative with sketching. Whenever I hear of the word sketching, it takes me back to my childhood days because I was amazingly bad at sketching. When my elder brother could actually draw live portraits of anybody who came home, friends and families, I sometimes struggled to make the tree look live in my life. But irrespective of that, I always sketched. And I'll tell you why. Sketching to me was the easiest way of making some of the most complex educational topics simple. Whenever I felt that something that I'm studying is making bridges over my head, I just break them down and sketch it out to make it look like a picture. How many of you remember studying about photosynthesis in biology? Whoever didn't raise their hand sure didn't go to school. But you know, photosynthesis is a very simple process if I look at it now. But as a kid, when I was trying to figure out what photosynthesis is, sometimes I would even struggle to pronounce the word, like one complicated big word. But then I actually drew the sun and the plant and it producing food, and I never forgot the concept of photosynthesis. So all my school life, I used to sketch and break down complex topics. Although it's a different story that those diagrams could only be understood by me and nobody else. But what it did to me is it allowed me to have vivid imagery of every topic, and it was so easy to remember complex things during exams. That's the first time that I got to know something else about sketching, that it's a little beyond beautiful artistic work. Mine was neither beautiful nor artistic, but it sure was something that helped me become a better student, a new perspective about sketching. I still sketch to break down some complex things at work. The status is still the same. Nobody other than me can understand those diagrams of mine, but it makes my life much easier to understand the zillion products that we have at work. I am very excited today to understand what all our Toastmaster of the day will tell us and which are the different perspectives of sketching that we will unfold. Are you excited?
Yes.
Very nice. So on that note, I hereby declare meeting number 21 of Bright Hearts Toastmasters open. As our Toastmaster of the day today, we have an individual who, as per me, is probably one of God's most beautiful sketches. Because she looks lovely, but more than that, she's a lovely individual. I feel so lucky that one day she chose to walk into Bright Hearts and become a part of the family, hopefully forever. She's that one person who loves to give everything a try. If she's available, she's always got her hands up. And she feels sketching is something that's very deep and thought provoking. So I am looking forward to all those deep insights that she would share with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sneha Misal.
Dear Toastmasters and guests, how many of you all love sketching? Awesome. Almost everyone. I am one of y'all. I love sketching too. Ever since childhood, growing up, I always loved sketching, drawing, painting, all of these art forms. And while growing up, I completed my elementary art certification, which was kind of like a flex in school. Not everybody did it. And I also participated and was selected for a lot of art competitions. Uh, but more than that, for me, art was always a hobby. Sketching was always a hobby, something that I gravitated towards. In my personal life and in school, what I did was I would try to sketch and doodle or draw anything that caught my fancy. So I would draw these uh, small figurines of Bharatanatyam dancers with their graceful, dance positions, because at some time they caught my fancy a bit. Then Archie Comics was a favorite comic, so I would look at the poster and just kind of draw the entire thing as a pin-up poster for myself. Uh, any millennials here remember Fido Dido? Fido Dido, oh my god, no one. Fido Dido, he was a 7 Up brand ambassador, a cartoon character, the one with the goofy curly hair and the 7 Up bottle, right? So then I had a scrapbook where I would draw Fido Dido in various positions with his bottle, like in his hand, like left, right, down, and all. And then when you move through the scrapbook, it's like he's moving or he's dancing. So I did that, and I also had a favorite doodle of mine. So whenever I would find like a rough sheet or a paper or any time in front of me, and I was kind of disconnecting maybe with what's going on out there, I would just draw a lady, a girl, like with long flowing hair, expressive eyes. Maybe she's happy, maybe she's sad, but I still do that. And my younger sister, she also loved the doodle, and she also does it. So much so that her mother-in-law saw that, and she was like, wow, you sketch so well. Oh, you can take over my fashion boutique later on. So that is the impact of sketching. But I would say more than it being an entertainment or something, recently I've gone a little deeper with sketching and art. I use it for like clearing my mind out, vision boarding, generating new ideas for whatever I plan to do. I think even if you are an expert in sketching, or you may be like a novice and you just draw stick figures, you all can use art in a great, in a productive way. And art these days can be used also for going deeper, having a peace of mind, having like generating ideas, brainstorming, etc. It has multiple uses across the corporate world, across your personal life, and everything. So just to demonstrate that, I would like to do a small activity for you. I hope all of you all have two sheets and a sketch pen with you. Yes. So the first sheet divided into two halves, and on the left side, Mani, do you have a sheet? Yeah, blank sheets only, yes. Huh?
Horizontal or vertical?
Uh, vertical. Okay, I was like, which one's vertical?
Like this.
Okay. Is this an extra one? Oh, okay. The sketch pens. No, that's okay. Okay, I can probably just demonstrate it here. So on the left-hand side, just think of a person who you admire, like somebody you really look up to, who's a role model for you. Visualize this person. Draw them here on the left-hand side, and get as detailed as possible. Like, if they have curly hair, draw them. If they have spectacles, draw them. If they have a permanent quizzical expression or something, just make sure you capture that. Just draw them on the left side of the sheet. Yes, that's fine. No, you just have like whatever comes top of the mind, so you don't have much time. so just draw that. Okay, I think, yeah, somebody you admire, you look up to, your role model. So this person could be somebody you know or somebody you don't know. It could be a celebrity figure as well. So now that you've drawn this person, I'd ask you to list down their qualities. Like, are they empathetic? Are they hardworking, intelligent, anything like generous, maybe? No, in the middle. So this is where you draw the person, and this is where you list down the qualities. Yeah, here, just list down. Yeah, a few of the qualities. And okay, now that you've got the qualities down, over here you write, you draw yourself, like your interpretation of how you look like. So just draw. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. So now that you've drawn this person that you are, like, is he shorter or taller than the role model? Shorter or taller?
Is the role model taller than us? Is that what you
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Role model is taller, right? So they say in psychology that like if you are much smaller than the role model, that means you think there's a lot to go till you reach that position. But I would ask you to just write down 2 statements of what you can be, what you can do to be like this person immediately or today. Okay, now that you've done that, you have a blueprint of the elevated version of you, the version 2.0 of you. So see how sketching can be so rewarding. It can help you have a mental picture of where you want to get at, your goals. So now that we have this, let me just tell you about Toastmasters and the meeting structure of what you can expect. So Toastmasters is a non-profit organization, a public speaking organization that was formed by Ralph C. Smedley in 1924. It was formed in Santa Ana, California. A typical meeting of Toastmasters has 3 sections. The first section is the prepared speeches section, where people come on stage and talk about a pre-decided topic that they want to speak about. Second section is the table topic section, where people would test their impromptu speaking skills. Guests as well as Toastmasters will be invited for this. And the third section is the evaluation section, where the general evaluator and his team will give an overview of everything that happened on stage, how good it was, all the feedback, etc. will be given that time. So let me call upon the general evaluator. But before that, I have a sketch that he made. Can you just move? Next. Yeah, this one. So Nikhil has made this sketch, and it's amazing, right? He says he made this with a little help. So he was put into drawing classes as a kid. He says he didn't like it, but eventually once he started, he grew to like it. And recently had gone to a trip to Kashmir, and he saw this man selling flowers in a boat, and in Dal Lake. So that caught his fancy, and he has sketched this for us. So let me introduce on stage Nikhil Gupta.
Guys, just to clear the air, I had a lot of help with that sketch. So sorry to break your hearts, but I'm not the Picasso of our generation. Yeah. So I may not know how to create great sketches, but I do know a few things or two. Yeah, please come in. Yeah. But I do know a few things when it comes to creativity on the stage. which is why I'll be the general evaluator for this meeting and will be evaluating everything that goes right and everything that we can improve upon to ensure that our future meetings are a masterpiece. Now, just as any artist needs the right set of tools to bring his vision onto the canvas, I have a set of my creative tools which I will use to make this meeting picture perfect. Starting off with the role taker, which I like to call the eraser, because he will help you to erase all those nasty, creepy crutch words and fillers in your speeches and make your speech a masterpiece. Do you know who I'm talking about? R counter, yes. So just let me call upon the R counter on the stage, Toastmaster Madhav. Need the mic, right? So Madhav will be telling you more about his role.
Thank you, General Evaluator Nikhil. Greetings, everyone. I am Madhav Bansal, and today I will be taking the role of R counter. R counter is a person who notes words or sounds that are used as a crutch or fillers when a speaker speaks. Crutch words are the words that we often incorporate in our speeches, often without knowing or realizing those words. I will be taking note of expressive words including and, but, so, well, and you know. I will be also listening for sounds like and I will also note down if a speaker repeats a word or phrase. And at the end of the meeting, I will present my report, which will help the speaker to know how many times they have used these expressions. Thank you. Back to the general evaluator.
Now it's time to introduce you all to the second tool, which I like to call the color palette. Just as different colors bring vibrancy to your speeches, the grammarian brings a lot of variety to the language you use in your speeches. So let me call upon the grammarian for today, Toastmaster Gautam.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
For all who don't know me, I'm Gautam Surisetti and I'm taking grammarian role for today's meeting. As a grammarian, it's my responsibility to make... Sorry, I missed the script.
It's fine, it's fine.
As a grammarian, it's my duty to make sure to listen to all the speakers who are speaking on the stage and make sure... Sorry. Good usage and bad usage of the words. And as a grammarian, it's my responsibility to introduce the word of the day, that is artistic. That means which is aesthetically pleasing. It could be, the usage could be the flowers or artistic, the arrangement of the flowers are artistic, and the other uses could be the movie which you are watching, such as the choreography or the visuals are pleasing, so that could be artistic. And I will present my report at the end of the meeting when called upon by the general evaluator.
Thank you. You know, guys, any painting is incomplete without a frame. Our next person or role taker will be helping us to keep within the time frame of this meeting. And he will be the timer for the day. Please help me in welcoming Toastmaster Deepak. Guys, keep clapping. Ooh.
Hi. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So, as a time taker of the day, it is my responsibility to see that the sketching happens, verbal sketching happens in time, starts in time, ends in time, so that we all of us are in schedule and we all can sketch our time, our drawings. As a rule, I have now the speakers who are there to speak now. One of them is speakers. Speakers have 5 minutes to go before the green card is raised. Yellow card is raised after 6 minutes. Red card is raised after 7 minutes. When the evaluator comes, the green card is raised after 2 minutes. Yellow card is raised after 2.5 minutes. Red card is raised after 3 minutes. Table topic speaker, 1 minute green, 1.5 minute yellow, 2 minute red, and TTM 1 minute or green, yellow 1.5 minute and 2 minute. And I just had a sketch, drawn a sketch for the day today afternoon. Almost sleeping. I don't know. Somebody asked me how good you are in the sketching. Can you tell me what is it? Sorry. Sun is
Sun and beyond.
sun and yes, it is a beach. I'm sorry. I have not drawn any sand here, but it is a beach.
Guys, how many of you have seen the Mona Lisa? Everyone, I'm assuming, right? The fact which impresses me most about the painting is her eyes. Don't you agree that there's a lot of depth in them? Similarly, what makes a speech great are some phrases which touch our heart. Our next role taker will be making note of these kinds of words or phrases which are unique or creative, which can improve our vocabulary. So please help me in welcoming Toastmaster Priyansh on stage.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Today I'll be the word master of the day, where I'll be picking up some good words from the speeches which every speaker comes on the stage. And words are like words are something which shape our speeches. And at the end of the meeting, I'll come up and we all together will put our artistic skills and make some sentences out of those words.
Guys, just to brief you in on the evaluation segment, first, we will be having the prepared speech evaluations, followed by the tag team reports. post which you will be receiving my evaluation of the entire meeting. I will be back at the end of the meeting when called upon. Till then, I hope to listen to a lot of artistic speeches from you guys. Now let me hand over the stage to the team out of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Nikhil. So we go ahead with one more activity of drawing. So I want you to just make a dot on your page and just extend this line throughout the page. The best thing about this activity is there are no rules. You can just keep like doodling, just go crazy with it until you reach the point, but make sure you're just extending it ahead. Have just a few seconds to do that. Okay. Anyway, and then yeah, no rules. Just, you can just yeah, come back to the same point. So now that you've done that, I want you to like make lines into it, or make dots, or make squares or triangles, all of that. So this is, so you have quickly learned, this is an activity. If you are stressed or anxious at any point in time, you can just do this. If there is a corporate meeting that you are a bit tensed about, or something in your personal life that you're agitated about, this will make you think, and it will unlock those thinking patterns that were long dormant. Try this next time you feel a little anxious. So now we go to the prepared speeches section. So we'll start with the first speaker. If you could put on the slide. So before I call upon, before I call upon the first speaker, I'll call the speech evaluator. So she will be giving the objectives of the speech. So this is by Bulbul Bansal. I think we can all agree that she's a pro speaker of our club, pro sketcher of our club, and she's always shown how artistic she is when she did the sketcher role, especially. So here she's drawn a girl looking out into the meadow of a beautiful home, looking into the vast expanse, vast horizons, right? It's really beautiful. Bulbul. So let me call on stage Bulbul Bansal.
Good evening, everyone, and a special good evening to my target speaker, Abhishek. Abhishek is attempting his level 1 project 3 introduction to vocal variety and body language. Timer, please note timing for the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. With that, all the very best, Abhishek, and let me.
So yeah, I asked the speaker number 1 also for a sketch. So this is some sketches. These are some sketches sent by Abhishek Mishra. So what I have to say is these are very sweet and simple sketches. He started sketching as a means of journaling in late 2024, end of 2024. And he mostly sketches about his home. So this is him at the entrance. This is him racing against time, leaving home and reaching home at a certain time. The next slide. Here his wife is like folding the curtain, she's tying the curtain. And there was also this one sketch of him cleaning the fans, but I skipped that. And here he's taking in the morning sunlight, admiring his home. So it's all very lovely, and we love his cute sketches. So I'd like to welcome Toastmaster Abhishek. Next slide. So Abhishek Mishra, Unplanned Journey, Abhishek Mishra.
Okay, raise your hand if you believe college days are the best days of the life. Wow, great. Now, I also believe except for Arna, the youngest member of Bright Heart Toastmaster. Everyone has just passed their colleges, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Great. Now, guys, raise your hand if you have taken an unplanned and surprise trip. Wow, great. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and dear guest. I will take you 13 years ago when I took a surprise and an adventurous trip. I was in the first year of my engineering college. I had a group of 7 friends. Although I used to stay as the paying guest, but I would spend my most of the time at their den. Now remember, I called it a den, not because I had friendship with tigers, because the house where they used to stay was named Gharranda, meaning nest. And as boys, they have renamed it as den. So we had our theoretical exam, and there was a gap of 4 days for next practical exam. One evening, I was just chilling at their place. Suddenly, my friend Kisle came, and he told, guys, you know, my cousin Shivam is going to Nainidal. Now, hearing this, I quickly wake up and told, guys, we should also go somewhere. We have 4 days. Now, in every group, you can find this common character. A cute lover boy, an exciting traveler, and a genius mathematician accountant. For us, it was Rahul, the traveler guy. Now, hearing me, Rahul get into his traveling mode. And he said, we should also go. Let me plan. Now, my second question was, how? We don't have money. Not that money, this money I was talking about. Then my another friend, Nikhil, got into his accountant mode. I don't know what calculation he did. Like even Aryabhat or Ramanujam doesn't know that. Guys, I think if we contribute rupees 1,500 each, we can go for the trip. Now, listening to this, my other friends get into action. Now, for the next 30 minutes, we had a very serious discussion where we will go. We started with Thailand, Goa, Ladakh, Vaishno Devi. But we ended up with choosing Nainital. Now, it was that was 2012, okay? And on that day, having a mobile phone with active internet connection was a luxury. But sadly, we don't enjoy that luxury. No worries, Rahul got into action. Now he called his another friend from other college, who in turn called his other friend from another college, and got us know that the best way to go to Nainital is via means train. Now we boys got into action. We quickly start packing our bags. And in the next scene, we were at Ghaziabad Junction. We were late. We entered from the back gate. We thought no need to buy ticket. We will pay the fine to the TT. Now when we went to the platform, we got surprised. There was too much crowd. And everybody wanted to go on the very same train because that was the last train of the day. Now when the train came to the platform, there was commotion. Everyone was trying to enter the train. Just like people trying to enter the Apple store on the day of iPhone launch. Now, I literally have this humse na ho pai moment. I can't do it. I think I can't enter into this overflowing train. And even my friend agreed with that. We were all set to go home. But then suddenly, 6 tall policemen came and surrounded these 7 people. And they started in their very harsh tone. Ticket. And I was like, am I going to jail instead of Nainital? But again, my friend Rahul again got into action. He showed us the true Indian innovation, that is Jugaad. Sir, side. Now he came and told us the policeman has agreed. We need to pay 200 rupees and they will get us a seat. But still, we bargained. We started from 200 and took them to 200 rupees. All agreed. Now the policeman took us inside the train. The people who were sitting on the train, they asked them for ticket, and those who don't have, they just throw them out and got us seated. Now I was feeling like a VIP. Like after paying rupees 50, I am getting a VIP treatment, being escorted by police, given a seat. And with the of the train, my journey began for Nainital. In the next 3 hours, the entire compartment became empty. Literally, we were only 7 people in the compartment. From feeling like a poor at the start of the journey, I was feeling like a king. I was literally jumping from one seat to another. And in that way, we reached Nainital. Now, for the next 3 days, we enjoyed like a hell lot. We did boating at the Naini Lake. We climbed the tallest peak, the Naini Point. And that's how our unplanned trip to Nainital happened. Friends, I have taken so many trips, but this trip to Nainital was the most memorable one because it was full of surprises and unwanted turns. I want to end with a message that in life, if you get an opportunity to travel, jump on the train because you don't know when you will get the next. Thank you. And with that, I would like to hand over the stage to T-Mod.
Thank you for that wonderful speech, Abhishek. Next time you go on an unplanned trip, I bet you'll remember his speech. So with that, we come to the next speech. So since Ashwin is not there, we've got Arna filling in. So Arna has made a cute sketch during this meeting and she has drawn her dad. She's called it Papa, very sweetly. And she says he's creative, kind, loving, and funny. And this is what she aspires to be. Please let me welcome on stage Arna Gupta.
Good evening, Toastmasters.
Good evening.
Bright hearts and fellow guests. I will be serving as the evaluator for Money, attempting his level 1 project 3 speech, which is vocal variety and body language. So the purpose of the speech is to practice using vocal variety or body language to enhance a speech. I just want to describe vocal variety here because it does seem like a very generic term. So that is variations in pitch, tone, volume, or rate. Pitch could be high or low. Tone, it could be, how are you? Or who are you? Instead of, who are you? Volume, I think that is very specific. It could be loud or soft. And lastly, your speech rate, which would be how fast you say words. So it could be, you could finish a quick sentence really quickly or emphasize points by going slowly. With that, I would like to hand over the stage back.
So the second speaker of the day is Mani Kumar, and he has sent me this lovely sketch, lovely painting that he's created along with his nephew. And he got it framed and he's gifted this to his sister. And we can all agree that, the depth of the lines and how simple it looks overall is very much like the artist himself. So please help me welcome on stage Mani Kumar. Mani Kumar, the final second Mani Kumar.
The day with innocence, unassuming, right after the Monday blues, and thank God it's Wednesday. It's the thrilling Tuesday. Good evening, Toastmasters, Bright Hearts, and the future Bright Hearts. I was sitting at my favorite chai point at the corner table and with a cup of chai in one hand and my favorite samosa in the other hand. And I'm enjoying the samosa, every bite, and it's going to my stomach and fulfilling my hunger. Along with that, the sip. How many of you tasted masala chai? Yes, it helps me to clear my throat. So while I was busy in enjoying this particular in the cafe, suddenly he appeared with a black hood, tall, dark. My dear Tripti, he's not handsome, not at all handsome. He stood over here in the cafe with a skit and said, "Mani, it's time." He is surprising. It's time for what? I'm already having a tea break. Come, let's have a sit here. He said, "Mani, it's time to go." Then I could understand I'm having a tea break with my death. I was unprepared for this. And I was thinking what to do. As I have got my bargaining skills, negotiator, as like I negotiated max marks in my school, and also that extra green chutney for the samosa, I negotiated with devil. Can I have 5 minutes? 5 minutes? Why? Why do you need? But somehow he agreed to give 5 minutes after ensuring by checking his watch, which is imaginary watch. No, 4 minutes only. 4 minutes. I was confused what to do. Do I have to confess to my mother or parents? Do I have to tell that I really love you, which I didn't express till now? Or did I have to tell to my other ex that I'm so sorry, I'm going to move with the other person? Or do I need to delete the browser history? But immediately I went to the online and searched how to manipulate death. The outcome, results, useless. It only says have salad, avoid the paneer butter masala, which are two equal tragic options for me. Then I said, if you take me now, you will be getting a soul just like another one. But if you can give me some extra time, you will get a happy, fully living soul. The death was confused, but he was in a way that he wanted to give that extra time. Then he agreed, how much time do you want? Now I'm so confident, and I told that I need 1 year at least. Again, he checked the imaginary watch. 1 year? Not possible. 6 months. Then as we haggled as like aunties at the vegetable market and settled with 3 months. These 3 particular months, I have decided to eat any grain that I see. Immediately eat, take it, because I want to make sure that I am eating healthy, but not these non-living things. But at least what I mean is eating salads, healthy foods, avoid oily foods, and so on. And also, I decided to make myself to walk in the park properly, not playing with the mobile phones. Like this, as I explained, then the death was like, do you mean you want to live like a living? Then I understood that I haven't lived well so far. This is the time, 3 golden months. Then I started making myself in the proper time, helping my mom in the kitchen. Do you know how to say I love you to the mom? As like cutting the onions in the bad shape, adding too much salt in the curry. That's how I say I love you to my mom. And also, I enjoyed every bite of the dal prepared by my grandmother recipes. And also, thank to my father and going alone walks in the park without any mobiles, staying with me, my thoughts, and my stray dog. Who knows how to live at the moment than anyone else in this world? As I continue doing and walking these days, it has been a very great and pleasant 3 months, I would say. My dear ladies and gentlemen, we all have the times we need to call to that person, we need to hug that person, or certain tasks to do for ourselves. But we always give ourselves excuses and waiting for that particular time to come. Don't wait for the time till the last minute or till my death has met over you. Next time when you meet the death at your favorite chai point, make sure you are having the story worth telling. And note that death hates cliffhangers. Over to you.
Thank you, Mani, for that amazing and deep speech. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. And this speech really makes you think and it puts life into perspective, right? So let's just do one small activity again. So this one is an entertaining one. So you'll have to guess what I draw over here. And these will all be Toastmaster related words, okay?
Timer.
Yes.
Timer.
Yes. Yes. Oh my God! Before I drew the weight. Okay. Pathway. Okay. No. What are they? This is
Toastmasters. Co-founder.
I'm sure it's. Wow. Chai.
What are this? What is this?
Cutie.
No.
That's some tea, right?
It's men.
Mental
Tea. Menti. Menti. Okay.
Oh, menti.
Okay, that was fun. So we go on to the next speaker, speaker number 3. So can you change the slide, please? So before that, I would be calling the speech evaluator who will give the objectives of the speech. So when I asked Neville for a sketch, he said, I'm going to send you a sketch in one piece. So I was a bit curious. And then this is what he sent, one piece. Apparently, Apparently, it's a manga animated comic, and this is the logo for it. So, yeah, over to you.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, my target speaker, Akshay, is attempting his level 1 project 4. The objective of the speech is to give a speech on any topic and receive feedback, and then attempt the same speech with the feedback. Since he has already attempted the first 3 levels, where it covers almost all the objectives of body language, vocal variety, and writing a speech with a purpose. So this speech is all about using all the guidelines and giving a cumulated speech. So with that, I noticed.
So yeah, so I asked speaker number 3 for his sketch as well. So this is what Akshay sent. I had a lot of expectations from Akshay because even his shoes are Skechers. So he sent me this. This is about a gripping novel that he read. It's a dystopian novel where humans are sold as human tenders, and this is very disturbing. But he's drawn it supremely well. So I'd like to welcome on stage the speaker number 3, Akshay Ibrahim Oman. Next. Next slide. So Akshay Ibrahim, Gen AI in India, the game changer. Gen AI in India, the game changer. Akshay Ibrahim.
Thank you, Team Modi. May I request you to please stay here for a moment? I'll just set up my tech for a moment. Yeah. Right. Thank you. 125 crore rupees. On 7th March 2024, the Indian government announced that this is the amount that is going to be allocated to a project known as India AI. Now, if the government is investing so much in generative AI, they surely see the potential. Enterprises are investing, companies left, right, center are investing. That leaves me with one question. What about you? Have you recognized generative AI as the game changer that it is? Or are you still probably not sold? Good afternoon, everyone. To all the fellow bright hearts and future bright hearts, my name is Akshay Oman. I've been working in the software industry for over a decade now, and today I'm going to be talking about Gen AI in India, the game changer. I will be talking about 3 distinct aspects. Firstly, we will delve a little bit into what Gen AI is, for those of you who may be unaware. We will then go into the storm which ChatGPT started when it was introduced in 2022. And finally, we will go into the specifics of Gen AI in India. What is generative AI? It's an artificial intelligence that generates new content. New is the key word here. Now, this can be any kind of content. It could be text, it could be videos, it could be music, it could even be, for the software developers, code. And unlike traditional AI, which analyzes data and classifies data, generative AI generates new content. It does this by using patterns to analyze vast sets of data. Yesterday, I partook in a very interesting activity by asking ChatGPT an interesting question. What is the funniest Toastmasters club in HSR layout in Bangalore? I was sure nobody has ever inputted this question in their life, because people have lives. And the answer, interestingly, surprised me. And the second paragraph is what struck out. And if you take a look at it, to summarize, it says that this club shows a variety of humor and creative content, such as the Ridiculous Rewind series, which offers light-hearted recaps of their meeting. So for those of you who may be unaware about HSR Toastmasters, Ridiculous Rewinds was a comedy series which ran on Instagram and YouTube in 2022. And ChatGPT used this as the basis to create an original opinion that because of this, HSR is the funniest club in HSR layout. What is ChatGPT? ChatGPT is an advanced AI language model. It is developed by OpenAI and it uses deep learning. Does anyone know what GPT stand for? By a raise of hand, what does the GPT stand for? Yes, Srinath.
Generative Programming Interface.
Almost correct. It's Generative Pre-trained Transformer, GPT. Generative because it generates content such as text and videos. Pre-trained because the GPT model keeps on learning with every new question that it runs. And a transformer. Why? Because it takes an input and produces brand new output. It understands and generates answers in a human fashion. It almost feels like we're talking to someone in the room. The numbers speak for themselves. When you look at ChatGPT and the success that it's had, 300 million users are currently using it actively, of which 67.7 million are in the US. If that's not enough, 62.5% of the market share is currently controlled by ChatGPT. Can some people name the competitors to ChatGPT here? Gemini? DeepSeek? One more? As well. Yes, yes. So many competitors, right? But ChatGPT has a majority stake. And finally, with great products come great money. With a monthly revenue of $300 million, OpenAI is swimming in the cash. Now we come to Gen AI in India. We're going to talk about four things: the productivity, the government initiatives, the corporate engagement and innovation, and finally, the most tangible aspect, the economic impact. Now, according to a EY India report, the integration of AI in the IT industry space in India is set to create a productivity increase of 43 to 45% in the next 5 years, which is crazy considering the IT industry in India is $254 billion in value. That's not all. When it comes to the major firms such as Tata Consultancy Services and Infosys, they have already utilized ChatGPT to a fair extent. 89% of their clients are currently using projects which are experimentally using ChatGPT. And 33% of their clients are using ChatGPT in a production environment. So we know it's very, very, very productive. The government has been listening as well. When it comes to the government of India, we now know that we have the India AI initiative, which has begun. 125 crores of the taxpayers' money is being invested into this. Not just that, but Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw announced that we are going to be working on our own sovereign AI transformer model, one that competes with ChatGPT, with DeepSeek, with Meta AI. You all see this laptop here? Do you know how many GPUs are in that laptop? 1. The India AI compute facility that's going to be powering our model is going to be running on 18,693 GPUs. With great AI power comes great GPU power. Last but not least, in terms of innovation, Yellow AI, which was founded in Bangalore, is actually providing an AI-based customer service technology for its clients, such as Domino's, Flipkart, and even Sony, in 135 different languages. So the support is quite robust. GeoBrain is another product which is going to be spearheaded by Reliance Industries and Mukesh Ambani. This is something that they are going to be utilizing within different sectors in their own conglomerate. And last but not least, we come to the economic impact. With AI, and specifically Gen AI, we are looking to see a $350 to $430 billion injection into India's GDP by 2030. And that is a conservative estimate. We are still underplaying the impact this tool is going to have on all of our lives. In conclusion, Gen AI is a game changer. Whether it's from a productivity perspective, whether it's from an engagement and innovation perspective, or even when it's from the front of the economy of India, it is going to change lives. So where are we? Are we just going to sit by the sidelines, or are we going to jump in and change the game as well? Back to you, Sneha.
Thank you, Akshay, for that lovely session on Gen AI in India. So my company also does a lot of work in Gen AI these days, and I wish somebody had explained this to me this clearly. Loved it. So now I think we can move on to the next section, which is voting. Yeah. So I request all of you to open this link in your browsers and vote for your favorite speaker for the day. Provide some feedback as well. Done. Oh, 5:25. So the ones who have voted can actually head to the snacks. We've got some samosas waiting. And the ones like who are still voting, please continue to do so and submit your vote. Please come back at 5:25. Yeah.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
You started the recording?
The official
show that slide. Next.
You may have to do without.
Without, is it? Oh.
Yes, lock it and money. Oh, nice.
Oh, many. Because there's a sketch to be shown. Next week. Yeah. So hope you all had a great break. So now for the most exciting part of the meeting, which is the table topics, where people get to come on stage, guests and Toastmasters, and check their impromptu speaking skills. So I asked table topic master Anmol Rao for a sketch, and he sent it off Pikachu, a lovely painting of Pikachu, who's warm, brave, and he expresses his emotions through his expressions, very much like the sketcher himself. So let me call on stage the table topic master, Toastmaster Anmol.
Sketching, guys, get creative with sketching. I love sketching. I love it a lot. My relationship with sketching is just like my crush. I love it so much, but unfortunately, it doesn't love me back. This for me looks like Pikachu, but it looks like Pikachu is crying out for help. It's like I've kidnapped it. That's how bad it looks to me. Talking about bad sketches, around a year ago, there was a piece of banana which was sold for $6 million. $6 million. That's a really great investment, only for it to rot the next day itself. Damn. Okay, good evening, everybody. I am Toastmaster Anmol, and I will be your table topic master. Guests and members can come here and speak for a minimum of 1 minute, at which you are shown the green card. At 1 minute 30 seconds, you're shown the yellow card. At 2 minutes, you're shown the red card, and after which you have a quick 30 seconds to wrap it up. So I will now call upon guests and members. Can I have a guest? Come here, please. Oh, I forgot your name. Your name? Kamin. Yes, Kamin. Okay. Okay. A question before you start off. Have you ever dedicated, a creative piece of writing or a creative drawing to somebody special? Okay. Can you talk about that? For whom you did it, if you are? Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. So, a creative.
Yeah. So a creative writing or a creative sketch that I have created so far is something which I would not really want to talk about, but I'll still talk about because that is the most creative limit that I had crossed for a person. So this was my ex in college. And during college, since we had a lot of time and a lot of creative energy, so to say, to unleash, I made a sketch for my ex. So it was a portrait of his face, and it was I did make that sketch by a pencil. I took his photo and kept it aside the paper and tried copying it, and it was a really successful sketch that I was really proud of at that time. It was similar to what he actually looked like. So yeah, that was my highest artistic limit that I had reached during that time. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, ma'am. Thank you so much, guest Kamini. I think that took me back to the times when I was also young in my school days and drawing stupid things for my crush. And as usual, she never reciprocated. So yeah, very unlikely. Can I have Tripti and Srinath. Okay, can I have another guest? Another guest? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, guest Pooja, you can draw your current state of mind. Okay. Happy, sad, however, and you get time till they finish their next their speech. Okay. So you can take your time. You can please have a seat and draw your current state of mind, and you need to talk about it.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. Abhishek's picture. Cool. For Tripti and Srinath, your topic is imagine this to be the world's best piece of art ever. And you need to prove it to the audience that this is the world's best piece of art, and you need to ask them to buy it.
Okay. Can we have the... Good evening, everyone. This is Tripti and this is
Srinath.
And we are here today to present the very, very artistic painting by...
Srinath.
Yes.
So, Tripti, you think we can sell this?
I definitely think we can.
Even I want to buy. There's a lot of competition. Like Abhishek is saying, they're like iPhone, when iPhone is launching, the people, they're standing right. I'm thinking that if I put it out, they're gonna stand like that.
Definitely.
Do you think I will call bouncers? Let me call Akshay. He'll call bouncers. We need to call. Okay.
We'll welcome the bouncers like these because
Yes.
what better way to depict?
True. And
Yes.
Okay, we have first customer, Gautam. What is your favorite place? Wayanad. What is so special about Wayanad?
It's full of nature and
You can find it over here because it is your home. Take the keys, go inside. You know, just to go to Wayanad, you need to spend a lot of money. This, just 5 rupees. Do you want to buy it, Gautam? There is no thinking, Gautam.
Wayanad. Why not you buy this with us? And moving to the next painting, you can see this person. When you buy this painting, every time you can when you enter your home, you'll find a person just greeting you.
Authentic.
Huh?
Authentic.
Authentic.
Yes.
Authenticity. Isn't that missing in today's world? So our paintings are simplistic, minimalistic, nothing that you'll find of artists like Money and Pikachu. But yes, I think it gives you a perspective of how time works.
Akshay, you want to buy this? Hell no. That's why Arundhati always, that's why they roast you all the time. Money, I know you are waiting for the door to go to hell. They're calling you, but I'm calling to buy this one. You can go to your home.
How many
Yes.
of you remember Welcome Movies Majnu Bhai's painting? Yeah. See, this is part 2, version 2. Copyrighted by Picasso and Sons. Yes. So please buy it.
There is no please in this. They're gonna buy it.
Yes.
You know, I got my customer. Money is buying this for you. If you are working at the PR and you can't sell it. Okay.
Who is
Maybe I'm buying it.
okay.
Okay. That's it. These are
Thank you so much, guys. That was a very passive-aggressive salesman to passive-aggressive, but thank you for being a sport. That was a very impromptu, tough topic to take. Thank you so much. We now have a guest Pooja here, who will talk about her current state of mind. This is her drawing. It says, "How do I speak Hindi, English, Odia, Bengali, Kannada, legal constitution, art 14 and rights duties." So yeah, that is her. I will take a picture and put this in our group for a more clearer vision. After you, yeah.
Hello everyone, I am Pooja. First time I'm standing like this. By profession, I am an advocate. Usually it's always representing my clients' facts or cases. But today, since I don't have a topic, I'd been thinking what to speak about. So I ended up writing, should I speak in English? Should I speak in India, Bengali? These are all my hometown. I belong to Odisha, part of West Bengal. And then I'm learning Kannada right now. So it's a new language for me. And then, constitution is my part, like Bible for me. So I was wondering if I should speak Article 14, which is right to speech, or college. Anyhow, I am still a little nervous to speak further. I'll end it here, maybe next time. Thank you. Sorry.
Thank you so much, guest Pooja. I think when I was a guest, I wasn't able to even come to this one. So yeah, thank you so much. And really nice that you're actually trying to learn Kannada. If you ever want to learn, you can always call me. Yeah. Next, can we have Usha, please? You want to put it? Okay. Some people say that their best ideas come in the shower. Where does your best ideas come from?
Okay. Different people have different methods or different ways of getting your thoughts. For some it could be music, some could be a long drive, some could be going and sitting with a mobile on a toilet seat. For someone it could be shower, but for me it is my passion for trek. When I'm trekking, I'm in the mountains, I'm away from electronic gadgets, I'm away from network, and it is me and my thoughts that when I'm in nature, like everything just filters out and I have those pure thoughts. So for everyone, you'll have to figure out what works for you. For some it could be something, for some it could not be the same thing. So whatever works for you, you'll have to experiment with different things to find out what actually is working for you. So for me it is trekking.
Thank you, Toastmaster Usha. I think for me, it is always the bathroom. It's always been the bathroom. That's why I spend like hours together there. But I will definitely try and trek and do different things and try and see if I can get ideate in other places as well. I'd now like to hand over it to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Deepak. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. As promised, I'm here to begin the evaluation segment. First off, let me begin with the prepared speech evaluations. To evaluate Toastmaster Abhishek's speech, we have Toastmaster Bulbul. we have the mic?
Good evening, everyone, again.
Good evening.
Raise your hand if you think college life are the best life. What an amazing audience engagement there. And very relatable content because every one of us has been to college and everyone can connect planning a trip with friends to somewhere, be it Thailand, Goa, Nainital, or whatever. I just want to mention few highlights. First, as I said, very relatable content and audience engagement. When you said we all have this three group of friends, a cute lover boy, traveler, and mathematician. So every one of us can think of our friends who is having all these qualities. Second, body language. I loved the way you demonstrated train. Chuk, 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 chuk. Or hey, ticket, 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 ticket. Or movement of cap to demonstrate Rahul. So it was clearly visible that Rahul is in the picture right now. So great, good job there. Third, humor. I could see that everyone was laughing throughout your speech. So I felt it was very humorous. Also, when you stated we started negotiating with 200 and ended up with 200. Good job there. Along with this, there were some areas of improvement which I want to highlight. First, vocal variety. I felt you have a strong command on your voice, which is great for your speech, but sometimes to connect with the audience, you need some pacing on your voice. Like you need to slow down your voice to show your emotions there. For an example, when you said we were standing in front of the train, I saw it was so crowded and I was not aware how to climb up there. Instead of that, you can say, your voice was very high pitch. You can say, we were standing in front of the train. We were so excited with the train journey. We were on the railway station. Then I saw it was so crowded. All of our plannings, phone calls, and everything. I saw, will I be able to catch this one? You can show some emotions there and pause a little bit to connect with that moment. Second, structure and conclusion. I felt you stretched little more about the planning and train, that I wanted to know more about your trip to Nainital. Like, what did you do there? Any moments or any memories you want to share for that trip? That and also the conclusion what you made. You said whenever you get a chance to board the train, make sure you catch it because you never know when you will get the next one. Instead of that, the story what you presented, the best conclusion could have been life is very unplanned. We never know what the turns and twists could have come, but we are ready for that because we have group of friends or we have people to share it with or cherish the moment. Third, I felt transition with the body movement was little off. Like you were trying to do the body language and it was little visible to that. So you can like do more with the more practice and recording of your speech prior in advance. Overall, your speech was having a great audience engagement, good body language, and humorous. Just little bit working on the structure and conclusion along with vocal variety can enhance your speech to the next level. Thank you so much.
What an amazing evaluation by Toastmaster Bulbul. I think that you were so attentive throughout the speech that it brought back memories of Nainital. But however, my recommendation to you would be to just be aware of the time, because I think you went a little bit overboard with that. How you could do that is have a framework in your mind. that I'm going to have 2 areas of highlights, have 2 points of improvement. Then I'm going to just summarize all the points and tell the speaker whether he or she met his or her objectives. So that would be a clear-cut way of keeping with time. Secondly, I felt that in one of your points, there was a slight contrast. For example, you spoke about vocal variety. You commended Abhishek for the use of different characters in a story, but then you mentioned it as an area of improvement. So there was a slight contrast there. Otherwise, great job done, and all the best for your future evaluations. Now, moving on to the next evaluator for the day, Toastmaster Arna, who will be evaluating Toastmaster Mani's speech.
Good evening, Toastmasters, Bright Hearts, and guests.
Good evening.
Special good evening to Mani. You gave us a funny, relatable, light speech about a very deep, dark topic. If my final second was listening to his speech, I feel like it would have been worth it. Coming to my highlights for your speech. First was you met the purpose in a very good manner. Firstly, you met the body language purpose by using your whole body, showing us sitting down. You also showed us specific hand gestures, like having chai in one hand and samosa in another. Secondly, coming to vocal variation, when you showed the character of death, you showed him as imposing, but also raised your voice, giving an air of authority. That brought the audience in very well. Secondly, was your humor. You had 2 points that I really enjoyed. One, pointing to Tripti and saying, but he was not handsome at all. And the second was when you were frantically deciding what to do with your last 5 minutes. Was it to call your mother, confess an unrequited love, or delete your browser history? Now, coming to the points of improvement. I would like to challenge you by coming back to vocal variety. While you used volume very effectively, I feel like your speech would have been better if you also focused on the rate of your speech. You had 2 very distinct characters, Death and you. If you used the rate of your speech and gave Death a slower pace, you could have emphasized the character that Death was slow, calm, and powerful. Whereas if you used, for you, a frantic pace, a heightened pace, you could have showed that you were frantic, you were nervous, you were anxious about your last moments and caught off guard. Secondly, I feel like the conclusion could have been a little more powerful using the title of your speech itself, the final second. While your speech had an immense build-up, I feel like the conclusion could have brought it all together. So ladies and gentlemen, if you don't want to be like me, begging Death for another chance to properly live, I urge you to not wait till the final second. And thirdly is a little bit of a nitpick, but when using words that most of us do not understand or are not that familiar with, like for example, unassuming, which you used in your first sentence, or sheath, which is the weapon that Death carries, I feel like you could enunciate it so that everybody in the audience has a chance to grasp onto it. In conclusion, Mani, your speech was very well done with meeting the objectives, using your body language fully and showing and having vocal variety, the loudness for the character of Death. I feel like with challenging yourself with the use of rate and making sure your speech is in monotone and making sure you have a powerful conclusion, along with enunciating some specific words that not everybody in the audience understands, you could be a powerful speaker to rival Death himself. Thank you.
A very articulate evaluation by Toastmaster Arna. Toastmaster Arna, I really loved your point of recommending Mani to improve his pace as he was interacting with Death. Good take on that. However, I felt that when you were reciting or when you moved on to your conclusion, you went into the points too deep again. So there was a bit of structure mishap there. So I would like you to keep the conclusions to itself and keep the explanations to when you're giving the improvements. But good job done. Apart from that, I have just one thing to recommend to Mani. That Mani, I observed that you had a constant excited expression throughout the speech. So you were having a very humorous conversation with death. So I felt that you could have used that excitement when you're conversing with death. You could have had a funny line, like for example, death was coming here. It was sitting right in my face, but I was not giving him the OTP or something like that. Apart from that, like when you had or you were sitting here and drinking chai, and you could have probably made those tasty expressions, so we could understand what context you were speaking in. Apart from that, I think a very humorous speech also, and great on your part, and all the best for your future speeches. Moving to the third evaluator for the day, who will be evaluating Toastmaster Akshay's speech, Toastmaster Neville.
It's 2022 and a new wave has come. And today, our target speaker took us through another wave and showed us another side of himself, the Gen AI, or what I would like to call Generate Akshay Information. Today, he gave us such an informative speech on how generative AI has transformed the whole economy and how it has become a game changer for India. With that, I would like to share some highlights of his speech. Number one, give an informative speech, a well-structured speech into three different parts, starting with how Gen AI has transformed India, how GPT has taken us by storm, and how Gen AI is working now in India. And he substantiated each point with different examples, like how Infosys and TCS is training people, or how a company is developing voices for 135 languages. Each point substantiated his goal of telling us how generative Akshay has been telling us the information of how Gen AI has transformed us. Secondly, throughout the speech, just like Akshay, he had audience engagement and humor. When he asked us, what is the funniest club in HSR? That was a funny question for me. And he paused there and then he switched and showed us how the Ridicule series was the funny part of HSR Toastmasters. And at some places, he asked questions like, what is GPT? And the audience was engaged throughout it. And in the beginning, he started with a very important question. Why? What about you? Have you taken the Gen AI way? Given all this, I would like to give few highlights to Akshay, which can make his speech to the next level. Throughout his speech, he had multiple numbers and money figures in his speech. But what I would be interested to see was, how can it make a difference for me? Since he started with the question, what about you? I would have liked to see how Gen AI is helping me go from X to Y. How from a salary of 10 lakhs, I can reach a salary of 25 lakhs or even higher with Gen AI. How is that transformation happening? Secondly, he had beautiful slides with vivid colors and presentations. But with Gen AI, you could generate content like avatars or like videos that would have allowed people to visualize it much better. Since you're talking about generative AI and how generation is working, I think that would have helped the audience relate more than just looking at numbers. And thirdly, the most important, I would like to say you can contrast your opinions. What is pre-Gen AI GPT area and what it is now? How before you are just texting and now you have started using Gen AI in everything from coding and how it has helped you in your software engineering or any personal domain of life. With that, I'd like to summarize saying You had a beautiful, informative speech talking about Gen AI, but with a few minor improvements like talking about how it can impact the audience. What about you? With contrasting or numbers, you can take your speech to the next level. Thank you.
A very artistic evaluation by Toastmaster Neville. Neville, I loved most of your points, especially how Akshay was able to bring about such an interesting topic about the future. However, I do have a few points for you. First of all, I think towards the introduction uh, of your evaluation, you missed to mention the timing of the speech first. So that is something that you should take care of. Secondly, I would request you to not use any previous references since he's Akshay. So he spoke like that. So just try to stick to the speech if it's possible. Thirdly, I do agree that most of the facts that Akshay listed were very superficial to me, because I felt that I could have connected to the speech more if I could learn that how generative AI could help me. And if you wanted us to be more excited about the topic, I miss those emotions in the speech. So I think that emotional quotient was missing, although the facts and numbers were there, but it failed to connect at a deeper level with me. That would boost me to just go and Google about generative AI or learn about it. So I think only that emotional quotient was missing. Apart from that, again, a very great speech. I saw your excitement and your craze for generative AI and how it can bring a change in all of our lives. So thank you for that. Now, I think we are done with the prepared speech evaluations. Moving on to the tag team reports. First, I would like to call upon the R counter. Toastmaster Madhav.
Good evening, everyone. As promised, I'm back with my report. So starting with Sergeant at Arms, Raful, you used and one time, so one time, and you had one repetitive word. Presiding Officer Arundhati, you used so 5 times and but 3 times. General Evaluator Nikhil, you used multiple times, and your crutch words are so and you know. Timer Deepak Kumar, you have used 6 times, and your crutch word is so, you have used 2 times. Grammarian Gautam, you have used multiple times and 3 times. You have one repetitive word and 2 pauses. Kotar Priyansh, you have used and 1 time, and you had 1 repetitive word. Toastmasters of the day, Sneha, you have used multiple times, and your crutch words are so and you know and but. Speaker 1, Abhishek Mishra, you have used and multiple times, now multiple times, 3 times, and 3 repetitive words. Speaker 2, Mani Kumar, you have used 1 repetitive word, and your crutch words are and, but, so, as, and like. Speaker 3, Akshay, you have used and 7 times, and so 3 times. Table topic master Anmol Rao, you have used multiple times, so multiple times, and you know 1 time. Table topic speaker 1 Kamini, you have used multiple times, and your crutch words are and so. Speaker 2 Tripti, you have used multiple times and 1 time. Speaker 3 Srinath, you have used 2 repetitive words like 2 times, you know 1 time. Speaker 4 Pooja, you have used multiple times, so 2 times, and you know 2 times. Speaker 5 Usha, you have used 4 times, 1 time, like 1 time, and so 2 times. Evaluator 1 Bulbul Bansal, you have used multiple times, and your catchwords are and so and you have used one repetitive word and two pauses. Evaluator 2, Arna Gupta, you have used a multiple times and so one time. Evaluator 3, Neville, you have used a multiple times and multiple times, so two times, and two repetitive words. Thank you. Back to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Madhav, for that very attentive report. First of all, let's congratulate him because this is the first time he's taking up this role. Give a round of applause for him. Madhav, I don't have any specific points for you. Only a challenge for you from my side would be to try to recommend to the audience in which way they can probably not use these words, these crutch words. Probably how they can, counter them in their speeches. So good job done. Moving on to the grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Gautam.
Hello everyone. I will start with the word of the day usage. The word of the day has been artistic has been used 8 times, twice by Arundhati. TMOD Sneha has used twice, and then Nikhil twice. Word master Priyansh has used once, and then Tripti once. Coming to the good usage of the grammar, Nikhil has used the Picasso of the generation. It was a simile, it has been used. And then the word used is articulate. And he also said a funny statement saying not giving OTP, right? And then speaker 1, Abhishek, he was comparing railway station crowd with Apple Store on the day iPhone launched, right? It was funny. And then speaker 2, Manikumar, he was comparing the death with negotiated the math marks at the school, right? That was funny. And he also used live like living, right? It was metaphor, I believe. Yeah. And then speaker 3, Akshay, when he was comparing about what are you doing on weekends, he said because people has lives, right? That was a funny thing. And then he was also saying about the cash. Gen AI is swimming in the cash, right? And there is one word that has been used by Kamini, unleashing the power. And coming to the better uses of grammar, instead of saying Toastmasters of the day, it could have been Toastmaster of the day. Yeah, that's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Gautam, for being the color palette of this meeting. Absolutely love the word of the day that you chose. It was very easy to use. And as we can see, that multiple people have used it multiple times. So great job done there. I felt that during the introduction of the grammarian, you stuttered a bit. Were you nervous at that time? So what you can do is probably have like pointers in your mind that these are the 3 things that I'm going to speak about. Tuck, tuck, tuck. So that you don't forget. And then probably you can build on from there. You don't have to memorize everything. Cool. Moving on to the word master of the day, Toastmaster Priyansh.
Hi everyone. I'll be dividing you all in 2 groups. One is bright, other is hearts. And I'll be speaking out the word and its meaning. And one person from a group can frame a sentence. Who wants to volunteer? First is imagery. Name is visually descriptive and it's a noun.
Whatever challenges Sneha has given today in her role was very
Imagery. Nice. If anyone can distribute this. Anyone from here? Akshay. Calming. Doodle is the other word. Meaning is scribble. It's a verb. Doodle.
In my free time, I would love to doodle, and I recommend everyone to doodle.
Great. Anyone? The word is cliffhanger, meaning a dramatic and exciting ending to an episode of a serial, leaving the audience in suspense. It's a noun.
Abhishek's speech was
Cliffhanger. Anyone? Anmol? Pragati. Word is sovereign. Sovereign, which means a supreme ruler, and it's a noun.
Akshay was like a sovereign on
I think the Bright Hearts won. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Good job. Thank you, Toastmaster Priyansh. That was a very creative way of playing that game and making us remember all those interesting words that we used throughout the meeting. Thank you. I don't have any specific recommendation for you, but I felt that you could probably have illustrated the role more, because as an outsider, I did not have an idea about what this quarter is, because on the agenda it was mentioned quarter, and then you became the word master suddenly. So maybe explain the role more towards your introduction. Other than that, I think a very good job done. I think it deserves a round of applause. Now, okay, moving on to my evaluations. Timer, how much time do I have? 5 minutes. A couple of questions for you guys. Did the meeting start on time? Yes. Were the meeting roles filled on time? Yes. Cool. So great job done there, VP Education team. However, I do have a recommendation for you, is that maybe we can try to include the speech titles in the agenda, since it's a pre-planned thing. I don't know if you have already thought about that, because according to me, if anything which is pre-planned should be there on the agenda. Because it's a good point of reference for me. That's it. I think apart from that, the essay, money, and Raffle, good job done on getting the meeting set up, and especially the writing pads. It's a very, I think a very innovative way of having people who have forgotten their scripts or anything at home. Maybe it can help them. So it's a good job done there. However, I think for Raffle, I have a recommendation. I feel that since you were the acting essay today, I felt that you could have been a bit more involved in the setup. I saw that Mani was giving his prepared speech today. So maybe you could have taken an active role in getting the room set up. So that's a recommendation for you. Apart from that, I think I loved your commanding voice on stage, how you were able to grab that attention right from the start of the meeting. However, I did feel that your voice went a bit low when you were explaining the rules. So that is something that we need to clearly know about. So that probably you can pay attention to that. And also a challenge for you would be to try to use the theme of the meeting in the introduction of your role. Moving on to presiding officer Arundhati, I loved the Q&A session that you had with the audience at the start. It was very informative. I don't know that you have completed your engaging humor path or not, but it looks like you have. You're very seasoned in that. I love that you used a personal story. Again, you connected to the theme of the meeting. However, my recommendation to you would be that there were multiple stories that you used towards the start. So you were jumping between live portraits, photosynthesis. So that was kind of unstructured for me. So probably if we can stick to one story and build on that, I could have connected more. Other than that, great job done. Moving on to the lady in charge, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sneha. I loved how you were so calm, composed, and very creative with all of the sketches that you showed. It almost brought our artistic skills to life. The thing I loved most was how you were able to quickly adapt to the situation when one of the role takers backed out, and you used one of the sketches from the activity to show her artistic skills. So that was a very good job done there. My recommendation to you would be, I felt that towards the start your eye contact was a bit off. It was like you were caught looking at the ceiling multiple times. Yeah, so maybe just try to pick a few happy faces in the audience and just stick to them, so it will help you ease into your speech. Moving on to, yeah, I think I've covered the prepared speakers. I'll be moving on to the table topic master, Anmol. Anmol, I absolutely loved how you connected to your sketch. You gave us a good background about that so that we were not left wondering why Pikachu is so important to you. But however, I felt that the second story, the banana story, I did not get what you were trying to get at. So probably the transition, you could work on your transitions a bit. Other than that, great job done. Also, I would recommend you to have or be better prepared with the topics. I felt that when you were giving them to the speakers, they were a bit confused about, okay, are you sure that this is what you want me to say? That kind of a feeling is what I got. So probably have a fixed question that you're going to ask them and let them build on from that. So that's my recommendation to you. And you asked me to test your active listening skills. So I loved how you transitioned from one speaker to another by giving your critical comment after every speaker. So that was a good job done on your part. Now coming to the table topic speakers. Table topic speaker number 1, Kamini. Thank you for bringing back some old memories of my ex. I think it was, I mean, personal stories resonate with everyone. So a very good selection on the context of your story. I don't have any specific points for you, but again, I felt that you could have structured it in a timeline sort of way, that this is what I did and this is why I did it. So if we have a background of why you drew that for him, we could connect more to that story. But a good job done. Secondly, coming to table topic, the trio, Tripti, Srinath, and Pooja. Where I think they're not here. Pooja is there. Srinath is also there. Okay, cool. Oh man, I was ready to buy your painting. But I think I needed a bit more convincing from you. 5 rupees is just too low. Yeah, okay. Hurrying up. I feel that there were a lot of references that you guys used of multiple movies. So instead of that, just have a very commonplace thing, right? Like for example, this could be the anywhere door of Doraemon. And you could probably, if you open it, you could get into Wayanad that you asked, right? So that kind of a very engaging thing could have helped your speech. But otherwise, great job done there. Thirdly, coming to guest Pooja, how do I speak multiple languages? Now, I know that you're an advocate and you could have used it to your advantage. You could have said, out of all those multiple languages, I only choose to speak facts. So that could have been a very good start to your speech. Other than that, great job done there. And however nervous you are, never say that, okay, I'm going to be, continuing my speech in the next time I'm on stage. So probably don't let the audience know that you're nervous. Just be confident. Cool. Coming to the table topic speaker number 4, Kusha. Where do you get your best ideas from? Kusha, right? Usha, sorry, my bad. Usha, I absolutely loved your trekking story. And you spoke about trekking, right? Yes. And why you got your best ideas from going on treks. So again, good use of personal story. I don't have any specific recommendations, but a stronger conclusion, trying to motivate people. Okay, this is what I learned from trekking. So if you do the same, try to find your motivation, what motivates you, and you can get the best ideas from that. Maybe that is something that can take your speech to the next level. I think the timer is showing me a red card, so I have to wrap up. Nothing specific to add after this. I'm done with my evaluation. Thank you, guys. Now let's proceed for the voting to vote for your favorite role takers. So the meeting link is on the screen. How many votes do you have?
6 so far.
6 so
We
far.
need about 15 votes.
Okay. Good. Okay, guys. Now I would like to hand over the stage to the presiding officer, Arundhati.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator Toastmaster Nikhil, for that very comprehensive feedback. Good evening once again, fellow Bright Hearts. Looks like some of you have sketched very hard, so all your energy is drained in all the pointing the dot and taking it all over. I love that activity, Sneha. Right. While our Sergeant at Arms is compiling the results, would love to hear from our few guests in the room. So, Pooja, would you like to tell us what did you feel about today's meeting?
It was nice, interactive, and you gave me a platform. I being a guest here, so that was really nice.
Thank you very much, Pooja, for your feedback. Welcome to the Bright Hearts family, and please keep coming. We meet every Sunday at 4 p.m. Kamini, would you like to share your thoughts of how you felt about coming after a long time?
Yes. So definitely I agree with Pooja that I got the opportunity to speak today. So that was like the major plus point for me. Apart from that, I really liked how the whole session was conducted by Sneha. Like there were a lot of fun activities to fill in between, and the session was like properly structured. All the speeches were given on time. Timer, our counter, everyone remaining have done their job very well. General evaluator has evaluated everyone. Like there is evaluation of the evaluation. So that is the thing I really liked about Toastmasters in general.
Thank you very much, Kamini. That seemed like a very holistic feedback. Thank you for sharing that. We're glad you enjoyed. Please keep coming to our meetings. Very finally, Kirti, lovely to have you. If you want to share some thoughts of how you felt about the meeting.
And it was great. Much to add, the beauty of the club is that you're focusing on evaluations equally as you're focusing on maintaining the energy, the humor, and everything. That's a very good part of it.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Kirti, for your thoughts. Means a lot. Coming from somebody experienced as you, we are trying our best for sure. Looks like the results are in. Firstly, apologies. We are a couple of minutes over and we consciously trying to work to ensure we end on time. I will now move on to the results for today's meeting. Starting up with the best table topic speaker. So firstly, well done to all the table topic speakers, especially our guests in Kamini and Pooja. The winner is of course somebody who sold the picture flat out, Toastmaster Srinath. Unexpected? No, quite expected for me. Congratulations, Toastmaster Srinath. I had heard that Toastmaster Srinath's sense of humor is amazing. I saw it firsthand today. Somebody is so offended that you have a better sense of humor than them, but that's okay. We can go with it. Right. But Srinath, I must just say, especially when he said, let me call up the bouncers, that I found really funny. For that picture, you wanted to get bouncers and sell it well. I hope, Abhishek, we share a hard copy so that it can be sold by Srinath. Congratulations, Srinath. In the role of the best auxiliary role player, so well done to our timer, our counter, grammarian, and wordmaster. The winner is our wordmaster, Toastmaster Priyansh. Congratulations, Toastmaster Priyansh. It's the first time we did the wordmaster role, but this is what I tell you is the beauty of Priyansh. When I called him up and I said, Priyansh, the special role for this week is something very new. There was no ambiguity in his head. He said, okay, what is it? And then I explained the role and he said, okay, I'll do it. So that's how sportive he is. You flawlessly executed the role. Smart idea of dividing the two groups. Of course, the brides were brighter than the hearts, but let them have a pass. Well done, Priyansh. Many congratulations. Next up, we have best evaluator. We had three really strong evaluators battling out today in our three evaluators, that is Neville, Bulbul, and Arna. The winner is Toastmaster Arna. Congratulations, Toastmaster Arna. I think week on week, you are proving your mettle as an evaluator. I particularly liked how you gave those suggestions to Mani today and all the highlights. Very well articulated, just like our general evaluator also mentioned. Keep it going. Many congratulations. Okay, moving on. We have the best role player. So we had Anmol, Nikhil, and Sneha. The winner is Toastmaster Sneha. I was so impressed by the preparation you did. When we came in, the papers, the sketch pen was ready. The activity that you gave was something everybody could do. And honestly, I saw a few sketches. It was funny how people have drawn their role models. I hope they don't look like that in real life. But yeah, nevertheless, they were fantastic. Very easy activity. Loved how you took up the board and drew a few pictures. Well prepared, well executed. Many congratulations. Finally, moving on to the best speaker of the evening. The best speaker is Toastmaster Akshay. So Toastmaster Akshay is very different to the usual Akshay speech. Love the research. The 125 crores is pretty stuck up on my head. I've got to go do the lookup, obviously. But very informative. I think for somebody like me who has limited knowledge about generative AI, I felt this was very easy to follow. And thank you very much. I think all of us enjoyed. Akshay has also shared the deck in the Bright Hearts group. So in case somebody wants to look up, that I think was really well done. Congratulations, Akshay. One Hitler created another Hitler in the making. Y'all can stay so. Do you want to switch this off? No? Okay. Please, squeeze it.
Smile.
How much more can I
Can
take?
It's fine, we're out of the picture also.
Absolutely.
we? There's no
Can
remote,
we
is it?
turn this off?
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't have somebody's WhatsApp chats.
Okay. Okay. Smile. 1 second. Money's turning out. Okay.
So you press the off button.
Really? Yes.
I think we were blocking it.
I think that you can smile too.
Nah, I'm smiling. That's the best I can do.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all the winners once again. One quick announcement before we wrap up. The International Speech Contest for the club is scheduled on the 2nd of March. Nomination forms were circulated on the Bright Hearts Toastmasters Club group. So please make sure if you're interested to contest, you sign up and put in your nomination before 18th of Feb, which is this Tuesday. Any nominations after 18th of Feb, we may not be able to consider. So please make sure that you submit your nominations by 18th. If you have any questions, want to cross-check anything, please do feel free to reach out to me and I'm more than happy to help. Once we've received all the nominations and we know who all are contesting, I'll help you with who would be mentoring you for your speech that you would be delivering for the contest. For everybody else in the club, once nominations are closed, I might reach out to you all for some roles that has to be conducted during the contest. Any other announcement? All right. So in that case, I hereby declare meeting number 21 of Bright Hearts Toastmasters Club requesting everybody to gather up.